Imagine living a life free from stress, anxiety, and regret. What if the key to true happiness and success was not in the past or the future, but in this very moment? The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle is a life-changing book that teaches us how to break free from negative thought patterns, silence the constant noise in our minds, and truly embrace the present moment. In this video, we'll explore the most powerful lessons from the book and how you can apply them to transform your life. Let's dive in. Lesson 1. You are not your mind. Have you ever felt trapped inside your own thoughts? Maybe you keep replaying past mistakes or worrying about the future so much that it ruins your present moment. If so, you're not alone. This is how most people live. But what if I told you that your thoughts are not you? Eckhart Tolle's first and most powerful lesson in The Power of Now is that you are not your mind. Let's break this down step by step. The problem: the mind is always in the past or future. Tolle explains that most people spend their entire lives either 1. Dwelling on the past, regretting mistakes, reliving painful memories, or holding on to grudges. 2. Worrying about the future, stressing about what will happen, fearing failure, or constantly chasing happiness that seems just out of reach. But here's the truth. Neither the past nor the future exist right now. They are just mental constructs. The only thing that truly exists is the present moment. Yet, we are rarely fully present. Instead, our mind constantly talks to us, judging, comparing, complaining, and creating unnecessary suffering. The ego, the voice in your head. That Never Stops Tolle introduces the concept of the ego, which is that non-stop voice in your head that keeps reminding you of your failures, makes you crave validation from others, constantly compares your life with others, and makes you feel like you're not enough. But here's something mind-blowing. The voice in your head is not you. You are the observer, the awareness behind the thoughts. Just like you can listen to music without becoming the music, you can observe your thoughts without becoming them. How to free yourself from your mind. So how do you break free from this mental prison? Tolle gives a powerful technique. Step 1. Observe your thoughts without reacting. Imagine your thoughts are like clouds passing in the sky. Instead of getting caught in them, just watch them come and go. The next time a negative thought appears, don't resist it or judge it. Just acknowledge it and let it pass. Step 2. Shift focus to the present moment. Whenever you feel lost in thoughts, bring your focus to what's happening right now. Feel the air on your skin. Listen to the sounds around you. Pay attention to your breath. This simple practice will help you return to the now, where true peace exists. The big takeaway: you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. The moment you separate yourself from your mind, you gain control over your life and emotions. Curious question: if your thoughts are not you, then who are you? And if true peace is found in the present moment, why do we resist it so much? To find out, let's explore the next lesson. The present moment is your only reality. Stay tuned. Lesson 2. The present moment is your only reality. Imagine this. You're sitting in a beautiful park, the sun is shining, birds are chirping, and a cool breeze is brushing against your skin. But instead of enjoying the moment, your mind is somewhere else. You're either thinking about a mistake from the past or worrying about something in the future. This is exactly what Eckhart Tolle explains in The Power of Now. We spend most of our lives anywhere but in the present moment, and that's why we suffer. But here's the truth. The past is gone. The future is uncertain. The only thing real is now. Let's break this powerful idea down. Why do we resist the present moment? If the present moment is all that exists, why don't we fully experience it? Tolle gives 2 main reasons. 1. We live in psychological time. There are 2 types of time. Clock time, the practical time we use to schedule things, meetings, deadlines, appointments. Psychological time, the mental time we create by obsessing over the past or the future. Most people are trapped in psychological time, either reliving painful memories or waiting for happiness in the future. For example, I'll be happy when I get that promotion. Things will be better once I have more money. I can't enjoy life because of what happened years ago. The problem? Happiness never comes, because it's always in the future. 2. The mind feeds on problems. Tolle explains that our mind loves problems. It constantly seeks something to worry about, analyze, or fix. If everything is going well, your mind will invent a problem to keep itself busy. Even when you're relaxing, it whispers, "You should be doing something productive." It makes you believe something is always missing, so you can't enjoy the now. But here's the shocking truth. Nothing is missing in this moment. The only thing missing is your awareness of it. How to fully live in the present moment. Tolle gives some powerful techniques to break free from mental time travel and return to the now. 1. Become conscious of the now. Take a deep breath and feel the air filling your lungs. Listen to the sounds around you, birds, wind, distant voices. Notice your body, the sensation of your clothes, the rhythm of your heartbeat. The moment you do this, you enter the now. 2. Use your senses to ground yourself. Tolle suggests using the 5 senses to stay present. Look at the details around you. Listen to every sound, even the smallest ones. Feel the textures of objects. Smell the air around you. Taste what you're eating, slowly and mindfully. By doing this, your attention moves away from your thoughts and into reality. The big takeaway: your life is happening right now. The past is just a memory, and the future is just imagination. True happiness, peace, and success are only found in the present moment. Curious question. If happiness is only found in the present moment, why do we keep chasing it in the future? What if everything we're searching for is already here, but we just don't see it? In the next chapter, we'll uncover the biggest obstacles stopping you from living in the now, the ego and the pain body. Stay tuned. Lesson 3. The ego and pain body, your biggest enemies. Have you ever felt like your mind is working against you? You want to be happy, peaceful, and present, but somehow negative thoughts, fears, and emotional pain keep pulling you back. Why does this happen? If we know that happiness is found in the present moment, why can't we just stay there? Eckhart Tolle answers this question by introducing 2 powerful concepts: the ego and the pain body. These 2 forces are the biggest obstacles preventing you from living in the now. Let's break them down. What is the ego? The false identity. We live with the ego is the voice in your head that never stops talking. It creates a false identity for you based on your name, job, and status, your achievements and failures, other people's opinions about you. Your ego constantly says, "I am not enough. I need more success, money, or validation to be happy. I must prove myself to others." But here's the shocking truth. You are not your ego. The ego is just a mental construct, a fake identity built by your thoughts. But because we believe this false identity, we keep chasing external validation, achievements, and possessions to feel worthy. And guess what? This keeps us stuck in psychological time, either regretting the past or fearing the future. What is the pain body? The emotional baggage that controls you. The pain body is the emotional energy of all your past suffering. It is like an invisible parasite living inside you, feeding on old emotional wounds, traumas and painful memories, feelings of anger, sadness, guilt, or regret. Tolle explains that the pain body needs negativity to survive. This is why you sometimes feel randomly sad or angry without knowing why. React aggressively to small things. Keep replaying painful memories in your mind. Have you ever noticed that some people always find a way to create drama and negativity in their lives? That's because their pain body craves it. But here's the good news. The moment you become aware of your pain body, it loses its power over you. How to free yourself from the ego and pain body. 1. Observe the ego without identifying with it. The next time your mind starts saying, "I'm not good enough," or "I need to prove myself," simply watch the thought like an outsider. Ask yourself, who is thinking this? Is this really me or just my ego? The moment you separate yourself from the ego, it starts losing control over you. 2. Recognize the pain body and don't feed it. When a strong negative emotion arises, don't react immediately. Instead, observe it like a scientist watching an experiment. Take a deep breath and say, "This is just my pain body trying to feed on negativity. I don't have to give it what it wants." By doing this, you stop fueling your pain body and it weakens over time. The big takeaway. Your ego and pain body are not your true self. They are mental and emotional illusions that keep you trapped in suffering. The moment you start observing them instead of identifying with them, you take back control of your life. Curious. Question. If the ego and pain body are illusions, then who are we really? What is our true nature beyond thoughts and emotions? In the next chapter, we'll uncover the ultimate key to inner peace, acceptance, and surrender. Stay tuned. Lesson 4. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. Have you ever noticed how much energy we waste resisting reality? We complain about our problems, stress over things we can't change, and wish life were different. But here's the truth. Resistance creates suffering. Eckhart Tolle teaches that the key to true inner peace is acceptance, fully embracing the present moment as it is without resistance. This doesn't mean giving up or becoming passive. It means stopping the unnecessary mental struggle against reality. Let's break down how acceptance can transform your life. Why do we resist the present moment? Tolle explains that our mind has a habit of saying, "This shouldn't be happening. My life should be different. Things will only be okay when..." This resistance creates stress, anxiety, and unhappiness. Instead of dealing with the situation calmly, we create extra pain by mentally fighting against it. But here's a simple truth. Reality is what it is. No amount of complaining or worrying will change it. The more we resist, the more we suffer. The power of surrender. Tolle introduces the concept of surrender, which means completely accepting the present moment, no matter what it brings. What surrender is not. It's not weakness or giving up. It doesn't mean you stop taking action. It doesn't mean you let people mistreat you. What surrender is. Accepting reality as it is without unnecessary mental resistance. Making peace with the present moment instead of constantly fighting against it. Responding wisely instead of reacting emotionally. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, you can either get frustrated, resistance, or use the time to listen to a podcast, acceptance. If you lose your job, you can either drown in self-pity, resistance, or focus on finding new opportunities, acceptance. Surrender means saying, "This is what is happening right now. How can I respond wisely?" How to practice. Acceptance in daily life. Tolle gives practical ways to train your mind for acceptance. 1. Observe your reactions. The next time you feel frustration or resistance, pause and ask, "Am I fighting reality right now?" If the answer is yes, take a deep breath and let go of the mental struggle. Second, shift from resistance to response. Instead of saying, "I hate this situation," ask, "What can I do about it?" If you can change it, take action. If you can't change it, accept it and move on. This simple shift takes you from suffering to peace. The big takeaway. Inner peace isn't about changing your circumstances. It's about changing how you respond to them. The moment you stop resisting reality, suffering disappears. Curious question. If true peace comes from acceptance, why do we hold on to control and resistance so tightly? What would happen if we fully trusted the flow of life? In the next chapter, we'll explore a deep and powerful practice, the power of silence and presence. Stay tuned. Lesson 5, the power of silence and presence, the ultimate key to inner peace. Have you ever felt exhausted by the constant noise in your mind? Thoughts racing, overthinking every little detail, planning, worrying, remembering past mistakes? It's like a never-ending cycle that never lets you rest. But what if I told you that real peace isn't found in thinking, but in silence? Eckhart Tolle teaches that true presence and inner peace come from silence. When you quiet the mind and fully experience the present moment, you discover something extraordinary, a deep sense of calm, clarity, and connection to life itself. Let's explore how you can unlock the power of silence and presence in your own life. Why is silence so powerful? Tolle explains that most people are addicted to noise, not just external noise, but the mental noise in their own heads. Think about it. When was the last time you sat in complete silence, without any distractions? When was the last time you listened to your breath, the wind, or just the stillness around you? Most of us feel uncomfortable in silence because we've been conditioned to constantly seek stimulation. TV, music, social media, conversations, and thoughts. But silence is where true wisdom, creativity, and peace are found. The mind versus presence. Why we struggle to be silent. The mind loves to keep you busy. It constantly creates thought loops. What if this happens? I should have done that. Endless worries about the future. Regrets about the past. But here's the truth. None of those thoughts are real in the present moment. Tolle explains that true presence happens when you step beyond thinking and just observe life as it is. How to practice. Silence and Presence 1. Practice the gap between thoughts. Close your eyes and watch your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky. Instead of getting caught in them, notice the tiny gaps of silence between thoughts. The more you focus on those gaps, the longer they become. This is presence. 2. Listen to silence. Sit in a quiet place and simply listen to the silence around you. Even in a noisy environment, you can find silence beneath the sounds. This practice helps bring your awareness to the present moment. 3. Focus on your breath. Take slow, deep breaths and focus on the feeling of air entering and leaving your body. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your attention back to the breath. This simple exercise instantly brings you into the now. 4. Reduce external noise. Spend at least 10 minutes a day in complete silence. Turn off your phone, step away from distractions, and just sit with yourself. You'll be surprised how much peace you feel in those moments. The big takeaway. Silence is not empty. It is full of answers. When you step out of mental noise and into presence, you discover a deep, unshakable peace that has always been within you. Your mind is a useful tool, but you are not your mind. The real you is the awareness behind your thoughts, the silent observer that exists in the present moment. Final thoughts. How to apply the power of now in your life. Now that you understand the core lessons from this book, the real challenge is applying them in your daily life. Here's how you can start. 1. Observe your thoughts daily. The next time you feel stressed, ask yourself, am I thinking about the past or future? Gently bring yourself back to the present moment. 2. Let go of resistance. Instead of fighting reality, accept it fully and respond with wisdom. Ask yourself, can I change this situation? If not, can I change my response to it? 3. Create daily moments of silence. Spend a few minutes each day in complete silence. No phone, no distractions, just you and the present moment. The more you practice, the more peace and clarity you'll experience. 4. Be fully present in simple activities. Whether you're eating, walking, or talking to someone, give your full attention. Feel the textures, listen deeply, and engage with the now. curious question to reflect on. If true peace and happiness are already inside you, why do we keep searching for them outside? What would happen if you stopped searching and just started being? Thank you for watching this summary of The Power of Now. If you found these lessons valuable, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more life-changing book summaries. See you in the next video. This wraps up the final chapter in an engaging and actionable way, leaving your audience with powerful insights and practical steps to implement in their lives. Let me know if you want any modifications.